Once again, Iyabo is trending, and it is not because she released any blockbuster. Actresses, actors, in fact, people who are generally into entertainment, there are a lot of controversies that trail them. That is because people want them to fail. Yes, it is true. When you're on top, you become the topic. Then, second, they themselves want to keep up with that appearance, and it is so much stressful, particularly if money coming in cannot match that appearance that you want. Anyway, Iyabo has always been known to be someone who is either laying with this person, laying with this other man. But the truth, we're all human beings. That is the reality. We're all human beings. Something, one way or the other, must have happened to that person, and the person ended up to become whatever it is that they are. I could remember back then when Iyabo talked about how she got married to a man who was not rich, and eventually, with all what she did and how she struggled, of course, she has always said her own part. The man is yet to say anything. She said that this man ended up betraying her, going with someone else, and she looked at it and she's like, this is rubbish. Anyway, let us cut a long story short. Right now, Iyabo's daughter is trending. Priscilla, she's trending. And people are saying that like mother, like daughter. You know what I mean? When a woman is known to be that kind of free woman, and a woman is known to be someone who gets her resources. No, not even the resources. She's not even getting that resources. She's using her resources to get funds, that kind of thing. So they're like, this kind of woman, what else do you want to show to your daughter? You are showing your daughter the way to how to live life. Now, there are talks that Iyabo is a mistress to one popular apostle that has been on social media trending with some of his privates all out there. They said that Iyabo used to be, very free mistress to certain politicians. In fact, the one of Senator Dino Melaye, which is not a big deal. If a man like Dino Melaye who wants to be away from his wife for one reason or the other, wants to hook up with someone else, these are adults. It's not a big issue. It's not a big deal. It's between both of them to decide upon whatever it is. But the talk is that they say Iyabo is pushing, training, grooming, and now her daughter has become a young, serpent that can, snake her way into wherever it is somehow. They say she even will take her daughter out for, some other men so she can get huge amount of money, like commission, like pimping her daughter. These have always been the talk. Anyway, recently, Kiss Daniel was spotted with Iyabo's daughter, Priscilla. And with all of these new cars that this young lady is always putting out there, is it for, public, to view them as successful, or what is this? I'm not going to say having money to spend is not supposed to be in our, come on, we can't say it's when you are broke, when you are poor, when you are suffering. That's when you're a human being. Life is supposed to be smooth. That's just what it is. And with this constant changing of cars, people are like, this lady, this girl, this young girl, what are you doing? Is it your mother that is doing these things for you, like buying you these cars to show? Don't forget that it's called show business. Her mom has been into this thing for a long time, show business. So at times seeing them driving this very expensive car or looking fresh does not necessarily mean at the end of the day that is what it is all the way. And don't forget that, in life, there is either going to be one thing or the other. People will either say this or the other. It doesn't matter if you are broke, if you are rich, people will say one thing or the other about you. So we started looking at these things. And Iyabo, as you know, she will not keep quiet. She said, you guys are all out on me, firing shots, calling me names, saying I'm into this, I'm into that. The thing is this, there are no video evidence or whatever evidence that points to all of these allegations that has been put on her. Like, oh, where did you get money to buy that house? Where did you get money to buy the car? Where are you getting money? Obviously, you are selling yourself out for money. Which man is going to give you this amount of money? and you are not even married to one rich man or something like that. What's going on? People have started saying things for a long time about Iyabo, and she's not hiding herself about this thing. She alone knows her struggle and she knows where she's heading to. After all, she's using herself, not anybody. So when I look at a grown-up adult doing what she needs to do, I don't have anything to say unless you put it out there and you make it a lifestyle. Then we begin to quarrel with you and say, look, we don't want younger ladies to begin to pick up this attitude and character. We don't want people to begin to see this and think that this is the way, this is the best way to live your life. But as she has kept her thing on the low, but then our file and a lot of files are still on the table. We are still looking at this thing. So Iyabo Joe's daughter is now on the news. It's like her mother is retiring, but then she decided to speak out for her daughter. She said, you won't use your hands to do good things. The God of thunder will destroy you. May the gods kill you and your generation. God of iron will batch with your blood. To everyone that wants to wage war against my children, Iyabo Joe, may you be amongst the losers. Amen to that. You are no match for me. Go back and get reinforcement. Now, she is kind of a bit sensitive. Of course, a lot of mothers will do this thing like, I know you guys are saying a lot of things about me without knowing my struggle and my pain and what I've been through and what I need to do for myself. And now you want to begin to rubbish my daughter. No. Why is she doing this? Apart from the sensitivity of this, apart from the pain of a mother and all of that, she knows that once social media begins to drag and draw, they will go deep into the archives, and what they will bring out, that young lady will not be, her future will not be guaranteed. You know what I mean? It will be difficult for any reasonable person in Nigeria to get married to her. That's just one of these things, that often we come across in life. So it's so sad, it's so terrible, it's so difficult to kind of, balance these things together. But we know that it is possible that Iyabo Joe could have a business, even her daughter could have a business, because now that they say, oh, you know that Kiss Daniel that we are seeing you with different kinds of people. This Kiss Daniel already has his own woman and all of that. So you are into his life so that you can cause chaos again. And I'm like, how are we going to blame only women and blame this lady as if these men have no brain in their skull? Unless there is something spiritual about it where you kind of want to bewitch or kind of put a spell on a man so the man won't know what he's doing. Once he looks at you, he won't know what he's doing. He will leave his wife and all of that. Apart from that, I don't see why I will want to blame a woman. Two people are involved. What about the other party? If a man is married and a woman somewhere out there begins to come into his life, if he accepts, why are you blaming that woman that you came to destroy the family? Are we saying that a man has no self-control or cannot say no? Come on, let us get out of this thing. Always saying the woman brought her legs, come and destroy the family. Why don't you leave him? Don't you know that he is married? Come on, let us get out of this stupidity and rubbish. If a woman sees a married man, comes into the life of the married man, it is left for the married man to say, yes, I accept you into my life, or no, don't come, I am married. Come on, let us be sincere about this things rather than making men look like just objects of stupidity. So right now with all of this talk, she's saying, no, do not put my daughter into this. My daughter is that because someone talked about it. Posting, Kiss Daniel and Iyabo Joe's daughter and say, oh, so this one too is a waka about like her mother. She jumps from one singer to the other singer, from that place to one old man somewhere who will pay her for time and service. And this is all that is out there. And, I don't know why the young lady cannot, be friends with whoever she wants to be friends with. After all, she's 21 years old. Of course, she's still young. But people are saying that her mother is a bad influence. And also, people who are so quick to want to say this and judge this person or say this about one person's lifestyle, of course, we all encourage people to be stable and steady. But what would they say about like a man like Davido, who has gone around dropping his seed right, left, and center. You will never find people saying anything about him because he's a man. Come on, let us be sincere about this. It goes round and round doing whatever it is. So, they say no, a woman. Of course, I understand that a man and a woman is not the same, but the consequences of these things are still felt all around. So, well, as it is right now, talks right, left, and center. People are saying this is hypocrisy. This is rubbish. Some of them are saying that, oh, it's like Kiss Daniel is going to turn Iyabo's daughter to a single mother, like a mother, something like that. But whatever it is, everyone just needs to shine their eyes and do the right thing. So for me, if Iyabo's daughter wants to turn out to be like a mother, it's her business. She gave birth to her child. The child is a continuation of her own life. So whatever she decides to structure her child to be, then it's left for her.